to see you.
I know you probably remember, but my name's Sydney Woodman, and I'm Abby McCarthy, and we're still with All American.
Okay, good. Hey, I'm just curious, I hope you didn't wait too long, but I was hoping my assistant, Mr. Levine, offered you some coffee this morning.
Did indeed.
Okay,
We
good.
had a couple cups, so we're ready to
Okay,
speak.
all right, just want to make sure he takes care of you guys.
Last night, bro, was a pretty heavy-hitting email, and I know, but given
Sorry
the
about
nature of the situation, I completely understand you might be feeling stressed. So I just want to know, how are you? Like, how are you feeling?
Well, that threw me for a curveball as well. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to get you and you guys could get in here first thing this morning.
Absolutely.
And let's just walk through that because it really took me back.
Of course.
Getting an email and a call from my insurance company and the contractor kind of pointing fingers at me.
Of course, I really understand.
And it's a scary position to be in, and we don't want to discount that at all, and we're going to touch on that a bunch. But are you okay if we go ahead and give a little bit of a recap of everything that we talked about yesterday?
That'd probably be a good idea. It's been a stressful night, so maybe that'd be helpful for me too.
Of course, and after this, I hope you know that we've printed out paper copies for you of the insurance program for you to take home and also review. But just to briefly review what we discussed yesterday.
Okay.
We went over some specific policies regarding the headquarters exposure, especially the supply chain disruptions, and how those policies will help keep you adequately insured against those exposures. We also talked about some risk management techniques that we can implement within IQL to help mitigate those risk exposures and potentially reduce the number of claims you even have. I mean, this morning was pretty heavy hitting, so maybe we can start working towards how we can prevent that. Not prevent, never prevent last scenario things, but lastly, it was really important to you yesterday. We talked about the value-added services that we have, such as the claims and consultancy, loss control services, and contract review that we will be doing for you. So, do you still agree that prior to this claim this morning, those were still the main concerns of your business?
They are, absolutely.
And then just to go on, so of course the gas station changes things, but are there any additional changes we should be aware of?
Well, I didn't think it would happen this quick, guys, but you know, now's a better time than ever, right? So, but we did. We just purchased vacant land in Kansas. And we just think it's time as we expand to build a facility in Kansas to be closer to where our customer base is, especially when we expand out west. So I guess that's part of the thing. A vacant piece of property, we're going to build a facility from the ground up. And so I would need some advice on the coverages and what we need to be thinking about from an insurance perspective to make sure we're covered. Panama City, I got. But now this is a new venture, it's all on me, so I'm looking for some advice from you guys.
Of course, so I know last night you were a little hesitant to fully sign into this partnership, Brett, so we're not fully your partners yet, but this is what we're here for. When we do enact this partnership, we will be giving you that advice, and she said quarterly meetings, there's going to be a lot more in the beginning, and we're going to go over those policies with you and approach that.
Well, that's perfect then. I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware of that additional piece.
Of course,
Perfect.
and I'm just sorry about that. And we know we shared some additional information last night about the situation, but we just want to hear from you what happened.
Well, you know, again, we're going back on some of the older canopies that we've done over the years, and we retrofitted with some LED, new updated electronics and lighting systems. And a storm came, just like we normally see, and lightning struck the canopy and caught it on fire, burned down the canopy, the convenience store, some cars that were parked, of course, in the parking lot. And now it's being told to me, hence the letter, that our installation of that product was the cause of the fire. And, you know, we got a difference of opinion on that, but certainly, you know, now they're saying IQL.
Right.
And
so just to confirm from what you just said, there's been a lot of things up in the air about where liability falls and if you're covered by this loss. Is this correct?
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure I completely normalize. This is a conversation you have very often with liabilities, so up in the air with, you know, whose fault is it in the end of the day? But we want to start off with, you know, just out of curiosity, what did your current agent have to say?
My current agent has been MIA on this. So We've reported the loss. Certainly my carrier is the one that's telling me now the fingers are being pointed at me. And my guy is, unfortunately, has not responded to my calls and texts.
And, thank you for trusting us, because we emphasized it yesterday. We're here for you through and through, and I think this holds true to what we're really here to do with you.
Right.
And now, regarding your situation, Brett, based on what you told me, based on solely what I've heard from you, this event was caused by a lightning strike. Okay, so what we call this is a named peril, indicates that this was an act of God, completely out of your control and of the control of the business owner of that gas station. So there's nothing you can do with lightning. I mean, but
No.
there's nothing you can do. So that is out of your control. But I'm not going to lie to you. I want to be an advocate for you. This doesn't mean that there's not going to be an argument done about liability and litigation, and there's going to, legal battle. Someone's going to try to get sued, and you're going to probably incur some legal fees. But your general liability policy should cover you, and we want to expand on that. But what I really want to emphasize to you is that as insurance agents, we cannot declare that question whether you're covered or not.
Okay.
That is in the hands of the insurance company, and for them to decide themselves. And Fred, this is the heavy hitter that even if we wanted to, we've lost some hours already since we're not your partner. If we wanted to reach out to the insurance company, we can't, because we haven't signed yet. Do you understand?
Oh, wow. Okay, so you couldn't help me in my current situation.
Do you mind elaborating on that?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're not my agent. I have an agent. I have an insurance company, and I have a problem. I'm not hearing from my current agent. So what you're saying is, because you're not my agent, you can't help me with this present situation.
Completely. I mean, we're not on the policy, Brett, and if we want to go up to bat, you don't get us wrong, we wish we could have, but that's not us yet. And that's what we want to do for you. But
So how would you, if you were my agent, how would you treat that? How would you treat this situation?
do you mind elaborating on that for me?
Well, I mean, would you be my advocate? Would you be helpful? Would you be returning my calls? Would you be my partner?
Oh, would I ever? I mean, that's what we're here for right now. I hope that this holds true to what we're really trying to do here, Brett. And we're actually going to get into a process for you very shortly. But we do know that it's frustrating, and we want to help you understand, mostly right now, really quick, the duty to defend, because that is something we can't explain to you.
Okay.
So the duty to defend is enacted under your general liability product and completed operations policy. Just to, put it in simple terms, when you have the potential to be sued with this, all your attorney's fees and attorneys will be provided for you.
Really?
Yes.
It's part of my policy?
Yes.
So I know we couldn't completely answer your question, but what we do want to share, what you just asked, is how we would handle this for you when we are your partners.
Okay.
So going into it, as soon as we got that call from you last night, we would have put you in immediate contact with our claims advocacy team. And our claim advocacy team is made up of previous adjusters who know to ask the right questions, know how to get the insurance company to give you that solution you need. And I'm sure talking on your other agent that they're going and talking to the insurance company or an account manager, but it's not made of that same team with those previous adjusters, entire claim knowledge. So to give you a little bit of example, what are they providing for you? They're going to give you updates as often as they receive them. It's almost like on a Sunday when you're golfing before you need to go to the grocery store and your wife won't stop sending you updates to the grocery list.
Have you been looking at my calendar? How do you know that?
We know everything.
But they're all helpful, of course, and we hope the same thing that our claim advocacy team is going to be sending you those updates to give you that peace of mind that we are diligently and constantly working on your claim and making sure that you and your family are getting the results that we're going after.
So do you see how that immediate response would alleviate a lot of stress?
Yeah, I mean, because again, no return phone calls, no text messages, and so yeah, it was a sleepless night.
And we want to help solve that, Brett. We alleviate that stress off of your shoulders, or help as much as we can. And although this claim did occur, I do want to mention that our final comprehensive coverage that I'll be leaving with you, it doesn't change. It doesn't change what we went over yesterday. Nothing in our policy is going to be, I mean, of course, you mentioned your new location that you're gonna open up. Of course, we're gonna address that, and of course, we're gonna go through that when we're partners in our follow-up meeting right after this. But we want you to sleep better at night knowing you're adequately insured and nothing has changed. But this has been a true testament as to what we bring to the table here at All American. We called last night, we respond, and we've lost a couple hours already, but we want to deliver for you. And that's the value being added that you asked for. Our claims advocacy team, we would have already put you in contact with them. And this could have already been a couple hours advanced. So last night you were hesitant to sign into this partnership with us. But Brett, I think it's now or never. Best time for your business to sign with All Americans so that we can go up to bat for you, like you said. So I believe that right now would be the time to sign our agent of record letter. And what this means essentially is that you will be firing your current agent and handing over that commitment to us so that we can finally go up to bat for you and show you what it's like to be partners with All American. And here is the comprehensive coverage. We'll give you right after the meeting, but whenever you're ready.
So Sydney, Abby, fire my current agent, my father-in-law's high school chum, best friend, neighbor, all that good stuff, and I'm gonna be the guy that's gonna fire him.
Brett, you have a family and you have a business. And business needs change and you want to grow. And you just shared with me that you want to grow and clearly you're not being taken care of. Correct me if I'm wrong, you don't feel like you're being taken care of. You'll be handing your, thankfully, responsibility over to us, and it's time for us to take care of you.
Wow, that's a lot to think about when you put it in those terms. Fire my current agent. So, again, you guys are one of 5 that I've been interviewing, bringing new ideas and new partnerships to the table. And so, I'm getting closer to a decision, but I don't know if I'm quite there yet.
Do you mind expanding on why you're hesitant to get this claim that you called us for? Mind you, you called us last night to get it handled. I mean, why are you hesitant on helping your family and your business?
Again, love that terminology, but I guess where I'm a little hesitant, I want to give others an opportunity to make sure I'm making the right decision. As you know, the buck stops with me now, and I want to make sure my family, my in-laws, my wife, kids, they're all protected. So that's why, just to make sure, just to double check things.
And I know that surety we're all hesitant for change. Change is very hard sometimes, but Brett, there is no more time. Every single thing that you've told me, every single minute that we spent here, we can't help you. And you told me in our first meeting, you're the main man who makes the decision and makes this
Buck
call.
stops here.
Buck stops here. And if you don't make this decision, sure, you may have other people trying to give you whatever. We are coming to bat for you, a comprehensive policy, and Brett, you not signing is putting your business at more risk. And that's exactly what we're trying to help you hedge against. So I really think right now would be the best time to sign that contract and enact this partnership so we can go to bat for you.
Wow, putting me on the spot, guys, huh? Fire my current agent. Well, I never thought of it that way.
Handing on the responsibility to someone that will be there for you through and through.
Like you said, your agent last night when you called, he didn't give you solid advice. You came to us for a secondary opinion. We've given you that opinion and shown how we can take care of this for you. So please let us.
Wow, guys. I guess I don't have a decision.
You do have a decision. And we're going to enforce that. But we hope that you choose us.
Whenever you're ready, right? So are we. Brett, welcome to the family, and let's get this claim handled as soon as possible.
Wow, wow. I guess we're partners.
It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Make sure you check with Mr. Levine if you need some more coffee on the way out.
Of course we will.
All right. First one down.